All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Get to the podcast!
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a podcast?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and
Podcast.
and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Get to the Movies. It's Get to the Movies with a number 2. Now, we didn't fucking choose 1 because it's for all you lonely fucks, or only 1. We chose 2 because we didn't want to choose 3 because fucking 3 is for fucking when you have a fucking orgy, and it's not fucking made for audio. It's made for fucking HBO and when you go incognito on Google. Fucking welcome to Get to the Movies with the number 2.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. If somebody tunes into this show for the first time, they're like, "Oh, let me check out this podcast. It's about movies." 800 fucks are dropped in the first 10 seconds.
Exactly.
They're like, "Oh, I guess that's how this is gonna be." Okay.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Get to the Movies. That's Get to the Movies with the number 2. My name is Diego D'Souza.
I'm Nick Gambino.
And I'm Neil Carson.
I tried to do the Golden Globe thing. I don't know.
What?
It was good. It was
What?
good.
Don't encourage him.
It was
Don't
good.
encourage
It was
him.
pretty good. Yeah.
What was it?
It wasn't bad.
I don't get what it was.
It was Ricky Gervais.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was being British.
dude. It was. I was
was
trying.
hardly
I was fucking trying to do the voice, but I totally lost it. But still,
Yeah.
I think my jokes were on point.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think it's up to you.
I don't think I'll get hired again. But
But he has a team.
You
of,
sound
he
like
has
Bruno
a team
Kirby.
Of writers.
he has a
didn't
team of
write
writers.
You
I had to
sound
go
like-
solo and right off the cuff.
Bruno Kirby in Good Morning Vietnam has a famous line. He goes, "In my heart, I think I'm funny." It's like you're not funny. Like you remember he wanted to be the DJ over Robin Williams.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, I'm just saying it's up to other people. It's not up to you whether you're funny.
No, this is what I tell people. If I laugh at it, if I laugh at my own joke,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh no, that's not good.
No, it's good.
That's the opposite.
I'm
of
not trying to
Nick,
fulfill your
Nick,
needs.
it's not
I'm
a
trying
lie
to fulfill my needs.
If you believe it.
Yeah,
George Costanza.
exactly. I'm trying to fulfill my needs, not yours.
I get that. You selfish
shit.
prick. All right, so
So we're definitely talking about the Golden Globes.
let's talk about the Golden Globes because we don't usually talk too much about the award shows.
Yeah.
But this was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Neil didn't watch it.
Yeah.
We at least got you to watch the monologue.
I watched the
yes.
monologue. Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais.
Which is funny.
It was
was
funny.
great.
And the point is, all right, let's just talk about that. Let's not get too controversial or whatever, because there's definitely
Really?
some people online trying to make it politicize it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's being right wing. He's da-da-da. He's calling out these Hollywood films. I'm like, oh my God, just shoot yourself in the face. Do us all a favor. Take yourself out of the fucking game.
Yes.
All right, so, but
Tell us how you really feel.
no, you don't want that.
Nick, you saying that I lost some viewers?
Oh my God. Yeah, no.
I like the Epstein didn't kill himself, and they're
Yeah.
all like, "Ooh," and he's like, "I know he's your friend, guys. Come on."
Oh, you bunch
it was a double
you bunch
whammy.
of perverts. He calls them perverts.
Yeah.
No, but the point is, it's jokes. They're
Exactly,
jokes, and
yeah.
some of those people, a good amount of them are in on like they're laughing at themselves. You got to be willing to take the piss out of yourself. And the point is, he's playing a character.
Yes.
He is playing a character. He breaks character at one point when he's like, I can't even say this next joke, the Judi Dench
Yes.
one,
Yeah.
licking her own whatever. So he like breaks character for a moment. He's got a beer up there that he's not really even drinking.
Yeah.
It's a character he's playing, and he does
Yeah.
that throughout the whole night. He's just like, okay, God, it's like, all right, get out,
Oh,
like
guess
leave,
what?
we're done.
Just a
Like,
bunch of fucking
but
actors
that's-
coming up here again.
He's become known for. He's been doing it for 5 years. It's the
Yeah.
fifth year, and he's been known
well,
for.
not consecutively, but yeah.
Yeah, this the controversy. Like people.
Yeah.
Expect him to come out and say the most outlandish,
Yes.
crazy. But he's saying what
he-
everyone's thinking. Everything that he said, I have had those thoughts.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Like
that's why it's,
DiCaprio with his 12-year-old girlfriend
that's why it's
or
being
whatever.
fun. No,
Yeah.
that's not bad. Come on.
Not
But
that, 18 or whatever. Okay.
legal is different than
legal.
illegal.
Are they? Were
Yeah.
they legal? What is? All right.
All right, you're a fuck.
I'm not
But-
trying to put him in that. You know.
But the
He
point-
fucking asked them on the date when they were 17. The date was when they turned 18.
No, that was
Jesus
Seinfeld
Christ.
did that. Seinfeld did
Jesus
that.
Christ, guys.
Wasn't Seinfeld dating a 17?
I don't know.
He was like dropping her off at high school and shit.
I'm not trying to
You
talk
know.
about.
You
I know.
You know. You
You're
were
like,
there.
I knew you and your
You were there,
fucking
Nick.
liberal
Don't lie,
friends.
Nick. You were there.
You weren't there.
You were on that island in Hawaii. Okay, so let's go to the thing he's doing. He's playing a character, right?
Yeah.
And he does that throughout the whole thing. And he played it differently than his earlier hosting jobs, where he was like almost more laughing at his own. This one, he's like fucking fed up. Like he's like, oh, like he just wasn't even
Yeah.
really laughing. He's like, shut up, I don't
But
care
that's how
anymore.
that's why it works.
Yeah.
I
It
think,
works.
is because he's like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the last
the last
time,
one, yeah.
whether it is or it isn't.
Yeah.
Like he just kept pushing that. Like
Yeah.
this is the last time I'm here, and
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say whatever I'm thinking. I don't
The
care.
great thing about it was the fact that his jokes worked really well because they had a lot of truth in them.
Yeah.
And this is why people are talking about, and this is why people are like, "Oh my gosh, he's fucking like getting on this. We should get behind
It's,
him." and
it's a
stuff."
crazy
Like,
time.
It
but
was.
we live in a crazy time, and somebody
Yeah.
needs to like say those things.
It was
Somebody
honest.
needs to bring
It
this
was
shit up.
honest.
But from comedy.
jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from a comedic point of view,
Exactly.
and yes, there's some truth to it and everything else, but it's also sort of just like he's playing on the stereotypes of Hollywood is just a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah.
And it's a generalization to just pretend like everybody in that room, because they're in a tuxedo and
Right,
they're
right.
at an award show and they represent Hollywood, that every one of them is a degenerate piece of shit, soulless. You know what I mean? It's
I don't know if he
but
said
that's-
that entirely. Like
no,
every
but
one of them.
No,
but-
I'm just saying he didn't specifically, except for a couple like pointed jokes. You know, it was really kind of like, and then you'll find people just want to push that generality, and then you can't do that. You really can't do that. You can't go, you're a Catholic, therefore you're a pedophile. Like that's
Right.
just not that way. People will get closed-minded about that, but what you should just do is listen to it and go, that's funny.
Yeah.
What he said is funny. I don't need to break it down. If you want to have a debate and talk about the truth of what he was saying, don't talk about what he said. Talk about these incidents that may have happened. And
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with his jokes. Those are all fucking jokes. He's just joking. He's making jokes. They were well-structured jokes. They were funny. They were scathing.
Is that what's happening? Are people like upset
Well,
by his
upset.
jokes? 'Cause I-
Well, people are just taking it to the next
Okay,
level.
so he ended up having to tweet out, I didn't roast Hollywood for being a bunch of liberals. I myself am a liberal. Nothing wrong with that. I roasted them for wearing their liberalism like a medal. I'm such a snowflake liberal. I can't even really hate them for it. But my job is to take the piss. I did that. He just took the piss. Like, that's all he was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
but
just,
he doesn't need to defend himself at all.
right. He
No, he doesn't.
but
I
he
don't think
decided
anything
to-
he did needed. Why? Dude, this is how crazy it's gotten.
And he
It's
goes-
gotten crazy because the fans of these Hollywood, you know, like idols, these people
Yeah.
worship these actors and actresses, and they're upset that this guy would come at them like that, and they're like, "You're gonna," and you're like. And
Well,
the thing
there's
that's
that.
so
No, no.
upsetting to me, I'm like, these fans don't even know these people.
it's
They're
all
not
over the
friends
place.
with these people.
It's
They
all over
watch
the
them in
place.
movies.
It's both sides of the
But
fucking-
like, if somebody went after like your favorite actor, like and just was like tearing them apart, you'd feel this sense of like you have to
Protect.
defend them, but like you don't even know them. That they could be a total piece of shit in real life.
Oh, I always defend the work. That's what I
Everybody
always try to
loved
talk
Bill
about.
Cosby.
well, he didn't go after the work. He was going after
Right.
them for
Everybody
their personal lives.
Right.
Like, that's what
Everybody
he was
loved
doing, which
getting
is what
the-
he should do.
Hey,
he was going after the
can I
real
say my
person,
joke? Can I
not
say
the
my
fake
joke?
person.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Everybody
Go ahead.
loved getting a little bit of the Jello
What
pudding snack.
What did Bill Cosby say about?
Everybody loved a little
Eddie
bit of
Murphy?
the Jello pudding snack. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
What did
Now-
Bill
what
Cosby
now?
say about
What,
Eddie Murphy,
Oh, I'm not
on
gonna
SNL?
repeat it. I'm not gonna repeat it.
The Hollywood slave.
Yeah. Oof.
But he didn't say that. It was like through his lawyer.
Yeah.
His lawyer said.
So
It's
Ricky
very
Gervais
true.
also said, simply pointing out whether someone is left or right wing isn't winning the argument. 2, if a joke is good enough, it can be enjoyed by anyone. 3, it's not all about you. 4, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. Those are the only things he said about it afterwards.
He just doesn't
Exactly.
want somebody to come and like assassinate him in his home.
It's not gonna
Honestly,
happen
that's
because of
what
a
he's
fucking monologue at the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
If
But-
that's what you're getting assassinated for,
Dude,
Jesus
man,
Christ.
are you serious? There was like some guys that released a show on Netflix that had their
Oh, yeah, people
their
got killed
place
over that Popeye
firebombed or
sandwich.
something. Yeah, people are being murdered over a Popeye sandwich.
More than one
We shouldn't
person.
laugh. That's
For a
hard.
one
fucking
person
sandwich.
is too many.
For a fucking sandwich?
Three.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
But you
I
know,
gotta try the
And you
sandwich.
think that this monologue
I gotta try the
is the
sandwich.
bad shit in the world?
That's the best
like,
publicity,
literally.
though. That's
And
the
you're
best
killing people
publicity.
for a fucking
Yeah.
sandwich.
But let's talk about the actual awards. You know, that was just the Ricky Gervais. It was great. It was funny. I laughed the whole night.
Yeah.
It was
Do
great.
we think that Joaquin is going to get like
He
best,
won.
best actor? I mean, at the
No,
Oscars.
he won.
Now.
Well, we hoped
now
he-
that this
yes,
has happened, he
yes,
won. He
100%.
won best actor.
Actor.
I don't
yeah,
think
in a
historically
drama.
that an actor won both.
Yes.
Has it?
No, that's actually very
Who?
common. It's very common.
very
for-
common?
It's very common for the ones that win the Golden Globes also to win the
What?
Oscars. Yeah, no, it's very common.
I heard
they're
the
all,
opposite.
you know.
No, 100%. It's more common. I'm not saying it's 100% of the time, but it is absolutely
yeah.
the majority of the time they win both. Anyway, so, but Joaquin Phoenix, absolutely. When you look at who else he was up against, they were all great, but he just was on a different level with that role. Like he really did.
Yeah, I saw
It's
it.
weird that like I remember
You got a standing
before
ovation
Once Upon a
over it.
Time in Hollywood, everyone was like Brad Pitt's amazing in this movie, and then I saw the movie and I was like, oh, I liked his character, but for some reason I never thought that his performance stood out more. I
Over
was like, oh,
DiCaprio.
it's Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I'm
Here's
like,
the thing.
he was good.
He did win. He won.
I
'cause he was
know,
Best
which is a
Supporting.
weird thing to me.
Yeah.
But then I guess DiCaprio wasn't in the same category.
Right.
No.
He
And
didn't-
I can
exactly.
see giving
DiCaprio
Joaquin
was up
over.
against Joaquin Phoenix.
Who was Brad
Oh
Pitt
wait,
up
no, he
against?
wasn't, was he?
No, he wasn't.
No, because Golden Globe splits it up between musical and comedies and drama. And I want to say Once
Golden
Upon a Time
Globes
in
is
Hell.
so weird.
Yeah, but it's
Just do normal shit.
It's whatever. I know.
They've been doing, but they've been around
But then
since
what's
like
the
the
point?
1940s.
Yeah, what's the point?
Or
If they're
something.
going to be the same as the Oscars, what's the point? They're looser. They can drink there. There's no fucking drinking at the Oscars.
Really?
They drink at the Golden Globes. Yeah, they got the tables as opposed to the chairs.
That's why people like the Golden Globes.
They love the Golden Globes,
Because they
and the
get
Oscars
lit.
are like they have. I think they have an open bar. At least they have drinks, and they're all at tables. There, you go to the Oscars, it's all more formal. There's no drinking. They're all in
It is
seats.
funny though when you see them cut back,
Yeah.
and then like everybody's like up just walking around. They're like, because nobody wants to sit in that
Commercial
chair
breaks.
for like 4 hours long or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, it's fine. But anyways, Joaquin Phoenix killed it in that role. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so
No matter-
Joaquin Phoenix was in against Christian Bale, Antonio Banderas, Adam Driver, and then Jonathan Pryce.
Yes, exactly. Jonathan Pryce from Two Popes, I think. Adam Driver from
Two
Marriage
Popes,
Story. For Christian Bale,
Antonio
Ford
Banderas
versus
and
Ferrari,
Pain and Glory,
he
which was a fucking incredible film.
yeah, which I didn't see that. Pain and Glory.
Which one?
And Adam Driver
It's
from
a
Marriage
foreign
Story.
film, isn't it?
It's a foreign film.
Yeah,
it's fucking
Antonio
amazing.
Banderas.
What is it called?
Pain and Glory.
Pain and
Oh,
Glory.
okay.
And
It's
then
amazing.
Christian Bale was Ford versus Ferrari, which, by the way, he's fucking great in. Like, I watched that movie and I was completely surprised at how much I love
But
that
I don't
movie
think
and how
any of
good
those
he was
other
in it.
actors thought that they were gonna like win over
Joaquin Phoenix because
it was
of
just such a ridiculous role.
Yeah, it was so
It was
good.
madness. Yeah,
And he killed it. And he really was like,
That's why Christian
he was
Bale
very
didn't
humble.
show up. I ain't got nothing
Yeah.
against.
He was
it.
very
I'm just not even
humble
going.
and like really like praised
Yeah.
them. And he's like Christian Bale. Like,
yeah. I
you're-
just saw I saw an article where like people couldn't understand what he was saying because he kept cursing, so they just bleeped out like half of the.
It was like
thing.
two things he said, like Ricky Gervais, like how we cut him out. It was the same
Oh.
thing. Yeah, it was like he cursed twice, but
That
he
was
put
it?
down his award on the stage and talk. Like he's just like he doesn't like playing the game.
He just got
of
arrested.
Awards. Yeah,
Here.
him and
Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda's
Jane,
always
well,
here.
she's always getting arrested, but no, it's and
No, here.
another actor. No, him and another actor. It was like an older actor. Shit, I forget who it was. But yeah, it was two.
Like
him
right
and
down the
somebody else.
street.
Martin Sheen. Him and
Oh, Martin Sheen. Yeah, literally
Yeah.
like 15 minutes from
Yeah.
where we are. They got arrested like 2 days
Yeah,
ago.
well, he kind of was his plea about climate change was at the end. And
I
it's
thought he was
sort
talking
of
about
like-
veganism. That's what the article. said.
No, earlier when he goes and did his after award speech where he has to go into the press room or whatever, he talked about veganism more because that night was
No,
all
no. I mean, when he
plant-based
got
foods.
arrested, he was talking about veganism.
Oh, I thought it was climate change.
That the article I read said veganism.
I don't know. Maybe just called him a vegan. It's like famous vegan.
My
Joaquin
wife just made
Phoenix.
my wife just made a vegan chocolate cake.
Yeah,
Oh,
It was freaking amazing.
I want to get some of that.
nice.
I should have brought you. Guys
I need
some.
no
But
sugar.
did you read about this?
You
The
got
Joker
arrested.
was like 15 minutes from here. Right
The
down,
Joker.
right down the street.
Oh wait, so let's talk.
He got
about,
arrested. Joaquin Phoenix was right here in DC
So
and got arrested.
Oh no.
okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
so
and
he,
Martin Sheen, they were both protesting for climate change in front of the.
Oh, this
Congress
was years
building.
ago, wasn't it?
No,
just-
this
just
was
like
2
last
days
week,
ago.
after the
Oh,
Golden
what?
Globes.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, they came here and
He was
were
still
with
in his
Jane
tuxedo
Fonda.
from Golden Globes. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
He literally looks the same, actually. If you look at the photos of him on, and what's funny is I went to one of those like anti-war protests, and Jane Fonda was there, and like when you look at the photos, you're like, oh, they got this big stage, and it's like this high profile. And I went there, it was like a fucking soapbox.
Yeah, it's
like
yeah.
on the
Well,
ground.
that's usually how it is.
It's
Actually,
like, come on, Jane Fonda.
you can
You
afford
could
more.
do better than
I
that.
come here.
You could afford to buy a
was
nice
this his
house
speech?
or
Non-recyclable
something.
Joaquin-
stages and
Was Joaquin standing in front of the Capitol going,
carbon emitting.
I come here every year. All I do is protest. You don't listen. You never listen.
Yeah, that's what he. That's
Yeah.
What he said.
So, anyways, he won for the Golden Globe for the
I was
Joker.
like, where are we going?
And I
got
really,
it,
I
got
think
it.
he's going to win the Oscar. Because it's an
I hope he
incredible
does.
performance. Like, really,
saw
it is
it.
Well,
incredible.
I'm
He's
just
got-
looking at all the other films that are probably going to get nominated, all the other actors,
Yeah.
and if it's similar to the Golden Globes, I'm like, yeah, he's going to win.
Right.
Look, here's the thing.
If he doesn't,
the investment he put
don't
into
know.
this character was amazing.
Yep.
Was off the charts. It was incredible. No other characters, not demeaning them in any way, that was nominated. They all did great, but he did something at a different level. And this is why I do hope he wins the Oscars. I
Yeah.
do hope he wins as many awards because he deserves. Because he didn't just study the character. He physically quickly became that character.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot. Christian Bell would know that because he did that in the film The Machinist. Machinist. I'm sorry, Machinist is a series. The Machinist. And it takes a lot. It really drains you and drains your body. And it was just incredible to see him in that role, to see the Joker. And I think he should win as many awards as possible.
Yep. Quentin Tarantino won for Best Screenplay Motion Picture for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was great.
Did you hear him?
wins.
Did you hear him?
Yeah.
You know, I usually thank everybody a bit, but
he's like,
you know,
usually I don't need it
did
because
this.
I did it. Okay, nobody else needs it. He was like, it seemed like it was funny, but it seemed like he was being full of himself. He's like, usually when you write it and you direct it and you make that movie,
a bunch
you
of
don't have
writers
somebody else to
and-
thank for the writing because I did it. Okay, you know,
Yeah,
'cause it's Tarantino.
but I
He
did
goes,
it.
but.
This is me.
But in this movie, more than any other movie I've done, the casting and the cast brought so much more than what was on the page, more than has ever happened in any of my movies before. He's like, they needed to go, whether it was Leonardo DiCaprio in the trailer when he had to lose his shit, like that whole scene, or he goes and then he turns to Margot Robbie, who presented the award to him, actually, 'cause
Yeah.
she was presenting. He goes, she brought more goodness to this role and to this movie than any movie I've ever been involved with. More
Yeah.
goodness and imbued it with that. And it was kind of cool. Like, he was
He's just trying to like backpedal because of all
He was
the,
being himself.
you know,
He was
all
such a
those,
piece
all
of
those
shit.
like all those women journalists that were like, how come Margot Robbie's only in it for like 5 minutes and there's all these men in it for like 2.5 hours?
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Anyway, so
He
so-
was- he
but
saw-
won.
remember when that
Yeah, I
happened?
do remember that when that happened. But he also
And he's just like, what the fuck are we
yeah.
even talking about?
So he won. They also won for best a motion picture for musical or comedy or whatever. Once
Okay.
Upon a Time. So
They did?
they actually won. Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
Rocketman
Upon-
did.
No. Taron. What's his face? Won for Rocketman. The guy who
Taron
played Elton
Egerton?
John.
Egerton?
I'm always fucking up his name.
What?
Yes. No. Best. It says right here. Best motion picture, musical comedy was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. No.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy who played Elton John, Taron.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about
he-
best original song.
Yes, yeah, that happened too. But it beat out Jojo Rabbit didn't win anything. Dolomite Is My Name didn't win anything, and Knives Out didn't win anything. So, which was kind
Knives
of
Out has made like $300 million.
it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Best motion picture drama was 1917, which I really want to watch.
That was fucked up. Though.
Now, tell me,
They
what do
did
you
the-
guys
I feel
know?
like that movie just came out. How did it
no,
already
they
get
did it
like
for the awards.
nominated
Well,
and
they did it
win?
for
Well,
the
it
awards.
came,
and
it came
they
out
did-
in limited
yeah.
release
Yeah.
in December. It's been out. No,
Tricky
it's been out since around
motherfuckers.
Christmas. It's been out since Christmas.
But
in
they did
limited
that
release.
just so they could be like,
Probably.
you know,
Yeah, it's part of this award season because you don't want to release them too early in the year and you're forgotten about by the whole next year.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Nobody
what do you
would
guys
be
know about
nominated.
Parasite? It won Best
I saw
Foreign
it.
Language Film. What did you think? Because it's like
It was
getting all this.
amazing.
People are like, it's
I
fucking
called it.
amazing. Is it a Korean film?
It's
Yeah.
it's a.
You've never
is it
seen
Korean?
this
Yeah.
this guy, the main actor in that film? He's been in, like a ton of Korean films
Maybe.
that have made it over to the U.S.
No, I saw it. It is an amazing film. It is freaking
Really?
phenomenal.
Really?
Like when I was working and my wife was watching it, they pulled that up right when they said it. Parasite won. I was like, it's no competition.
Really?
Parasite. It's just this. Even if you don't understand the way the story's being told visually, it's just you get the whole thing. It's just incredible film. I think like if you guys get it, it's on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
I forgot where I watched it. You need to see it. You need to see it. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well,
I don't know
gotta
what
see
I don't know what's happened
It's
with
in-
these Asian films, but they are taking things to a whole new level.
Well, they've always kind of pushed the boundary.
they push
and
it back,
we borrowed from
but
them.
they have like there's some other films
Japanese,
that they're
Korean,
it's crazy.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, they're pushing boundaries that are incredible. Yeah.
So the guy who directed Parasite also did Okja, which was that
Okja, yeah, it was Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, he did that.
and Snowpiercer, which is
Yeah.
a crazy
The one
ass
with
movie.
the
With
one
Captain
with
America.
Chris Evans.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
didn't have like a different version of it. Okay.
No, there's
Yeah.
only the one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That
I saw-
movie,
that was good.
it's basically the sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There's like a whole YouTube video where a guy breaks down like how that movie is like the what's his name? Oh my God, what is it? I'm forgetting his name now.
Chris Evans.
No, the bad guy. or
yeah, who
whatever,
was
at
the
head
guy
of
in the
train.
front?
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris.
Yeah,
is right.
yeah.
Ed Harris is Charlie from.
Oh, he's Charlie?
He's an old man Charlie or whatever, and
funny.
he's
Yeah.
like becomes psycho. And then there was also the movie The Host. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. but
Yeah, I
that's a
did.
really
I know
good
what
Yeah,
it is.
that's a good movie.
But yeah, this guy's just made some.
I'm surprised the host came out a long time ago.
2006. Yeah,
Yeah.
same writer director as this
Yeah.
Parasite movie.
Yeah,
but he has like the same actors in his
If
movies.
you haven't seen The Host, like
Yeah.
I watched it for the first time, like without any subtitles or anything, and I got the story. I
Yeah.
think this is why this guy is so great. It's like it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter. They're speaking in a foreign language, but you understand the story just by watching it.
Yeah.
And that's a very technical thing to do and very hard thing to do is to write a foreign film and let other cultures understand it without you
Right.
even understand what they're saying.
That's great.
Yeah.
Renee Zellweger also won for Judy, which
Judy?
she plays Judy
Yeah.
Garland, which I really want to see.
haven't
Laura
seen
Dern won for Marriage Story,
Marriage
which
Story.
I also need to freaking see. It's
Yeah.
on Netflix. Aquafina won for The Farewell, which I also need to see.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's so much.
This is what I'm
that I
saying.
need
It's
to
so
see.
freaking hard today, man.
It's
There's
too
so
much,
much
man.
stuff coming out.
Yeah.
It's like my wish list is becoming bigger than.
It's crazy.
What if like today was the last day you ever saw a movie for the rest of your life?
What would be the?
What would be
And
the
movies just kept coming out.
Hold that thought. That'll be a podcast. Yep.
Yeah. Like what would you choose to see out of all the movies you haven't seen? The last movie you would ever see.
Avengers Endgame 2?
Oh my
Why?
God.
Just kidding. It's not even a
Oh
fucking
my
movie.
God. Dude, it's already you already sold your
I just
soul
wanted
to
to
the
say
devil.
the thing that you wanted to hear the least is what I went for there. So they also had TV awards, obviously in Golden Globes. Golden Globes does do more than the Academy. They don't just do movies; they also do TV.
Yeah.
So like Fleabag won for best comedy.
Didn't
Like
it win
always.
last
Series.
year?
Yes.
No, it was Emmys. It won the Emmys. It swept the Emmys, and it swept. And I gotta tell you, so the Emmys, I'm a big Veep fan, and Fleabag kept beating Veep out and stuff like that. And I was like, what is this Fleabag?
Well,
and
my
I was
brother-
like, I went to go watch it with a little chip on my shoulder because I was like, fucking Veep's my shit. And I watched Fleabag. And I'm like, shit, this is a fucking
It's
good
a
show.
comedy.
It's like
a comedy.
6 episodes.
It's a comedy. It's got some drama in it, but it's a comedy.
Yeah.
But
6
it's
episodes.
just so
breaking
the
the fourth wall.
yeah,
comedy.
she breaks the fourth wall a lot,
Yeah.
but it is so well written,
Mm-hmm.
and it has like electricity in it, and chemistry, and it's interesting angles, and unpredictable shit happens. It's easy watch. 2 seasons.
Isn't it a remake of another show?
No, it's
No.
an original. Phoebe Waller-Bridge
Oh.
is the writer, creator, and star of the show. She plays Fleabag. That's like basically her name. If you
Yeah.
want to read the scripts, it's Fleabag is her character name. Although she does have a name in the show, they just refer to her as Fleabag in the credits and stuff.
Yeah.
But she's a pervert. She's deviant. But she's a woman. You know what I mean? Like, so it's sort of like you don't really always see that.
Yeah.
As a main character. And she won for Best Actress. So she's also really fucking good in the role. Like,
Yeah.
she is great in it. Plus, she writes it. And it's fucking great. It's 6 episodes
6
each
episodes per
season, and they're
season. Yeah.
20 to 25 minute episodes. You
Yeah.
can watch the whole
That's the
series
crazy
in 3
thing
hours.
about this show is that it's minimal budget.
Yep.
It's only 6 episodes.
It's British.
and it's like 22 minutes per episode, and it just beat out all these high productions.
And season
It's
1
probably
is
the
great.
writing and performance.
It
It's
really is.
literally-
That's what it is.
Yes.
That's why I don't understand how It's Always Sunny hasn't like won.
Yeah.
Golden
I know. It's
Globes
like
or
that,
Emmys
right?
Or, it hasn't even won shit.
Yeah.
I think they presented one award one time.
Or they were
Caitlin
going
Olsen
to,
did.
and it was Danny DeVito, and then he couldn't make it, so they were like, "We don't want you guys."
Yeah.
No, but like the show is really fucking good, and season 1 is great, but season 2 took it to a whole nother. There was like 2.5, 3 years between the 2 seasons. So season 1 came out in 2016.
Yeah.
And then season 2 just came out this past year, 2019.
Yeah.
That's why it's sweeping all these awards now. But it's great. The guy who plays Moriarty in the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in season
show,
2 as this priest, and he's like this love interest kind of thing. And they are so fucking good together. And his character is so good. And it's just, great show.
Yeah.
Like I think I've watched it like twice through. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like I don't usually do that.
You need to watch
What's the show?
Altered Carbon. Is what
well,
you
it's a
need
comedy.
to
It's
watch.
easier to, but like I said, it's just so short. You
That's
can do
true.
That.
It's
Yeah,
like
that makes a difference for me.
25 minutes,
Yeah.
22 minutes, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's
so
cool.
it was great. It
Yeah.
was great. Yeah, so that's Golden Globes. I mean, it really is. It was. I thought it was a great fucking show. And it's looser. It's,
What about when Beyonce didn't stand up
That
for
was
the standing
bullshit.
ovation
It's bullshit.
that Joaquin
bullshit.
Phoenix when Joaquin Phoenix
It was a
won?
closed little space.
Everybody stood up and
How
Beyonce
much
just
does-
Well,
sat.
it was a
Let me
closed
ask
little
you this.
space.
Didn't move,
She had
and
a
then,
big dress.
but then like
Let me
somebody
ask you
else
this.
won, and then she stood up,
Let me ask you this.
and everybody's like,
He
"How
was
come
right
she
next
didn't
to her.
stand?"
If
Let me ask you
everybody
one
stood up,
question.
This
it
is
would've been
this is
awkward.
like I saw this the story.
ask you-
Hold on, the story came up on my phone, and I was with my family, and I was like, "Is this news?
No.
Is this news? Like this is the news?" And then it's like, but there were like
It
millions of
cost them
people
basically
talking
nothing
about it
to
on
put
Twitter.
it online. It cost
Segue
them
into my
nothing.
question. Does that fucking matter?
That's the whole point.
Apparently it does because people are now upset with Beyonce, and then
course.
Beyonce's
Who's
fans are now
people?
upset with people.
Who's people?
I'm gonna put out a tweet.
Twitter followers.
I can't name
I'ma
one
put
of
out
these
a
Twitter
tweet.
names. I
The
can't name one of
tweeters.
these
Dude,
Twitter
I'm
names.
just saying what the reality is. There's like literally millions of people are like.
I'm gonna put out a
hashtagging.
tweet saying, "Did you see that shot that one of the actors had a plastic bottle? Did you see it? Did you
But
guys
that's
see
not
that?
gonna-
Fucking
dude.
killing the world.
She didn't give him respect. This is the highlight of all of the Golden Globes. This is like all I saw was from the Golden Globes.
okay, Nick?
Was how Beyonce didn't stand
Yeah.
up when everybody
How?
else stood up.
No, I don't even care about
it's
that.
bullshit. It's bullshit.
But then I
bullshit.
found out that she has a hive. Did you guys know about this hive that she
Yeah,
has?
What
it's
does that
her-
mean?
it's her-
The
it's
Bay
her
Hive?
fans, her
The Bay
fans.
Hive?
You just found out about this.
I just found.
What?
I don't listen to any like R and
fuck
B or
does
hip
this
hop. I
mean?
listen to like '90s music.
What is
That's
this
what I
Bay
listen
Hive?
to.
Pearl Jam.
I haven't transitioned into modern times.
Anywho,
I'm stuck in the past.
anywho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
you know,
let's-
you,
let's
you
put
reach
them
like
back
a
at their-
limit on your music, and then you stop listening to.
I
new
love you,
shit.
Jay Z.
Have you reached that
I love
point
your
yet?
music.
Huh?
You still listen to like the Beatles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to everything.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Listen,
Everything.
all right. Let's
Everything.
I love Jay Z, but let's put him back
All
at
the
the
things.
table and let's move on
I've
back to
played
the
music
award.
and you haven't heard it before.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
Uh,
well, let's talk about Chernobyl.
oh yeah. So it won
I
the
need
best
to watch
video.
that,
Dude,
yeah.
you got it. It was 5 episodes.
Did you hear
Yeah.
what he said? He's like, for so many years, I've done so many films, and I didn't win because I didn't fucking have eyebrows.
It was
And the-
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Skarsgård won for best
Yeah.
actor. He's
Which
the main guy.
Skarsgård?
The dad. This
The older one?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
The guy who was in Thor, who
Yeah,
played.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's the main guy in Chernobyl, or one of the main
Oh,
guys.
he was also in Deep Blue Sea,
He's
one of my
of
favorite movies of all
Yeah,
time.
it is. So he's in more than he's in that, and they also won for best miniseries, limited series, or whatever. Stellan Skarsgård. He's one of the
Yeah,
main guys.
exactly.
He's one of like 3 main people in Chernobyl.
What did Witcher win?
Nothing.
Nothing. It's not even nominated.
I think
I gotta
it
say,
came out too late.
He
that's
went.
why.
He went against the Kaminsky method, and if you guys haven't seen the
I
Kaminsky,
love that. I've watched every episode.
Yeah, it's amazing. Great show.
I love it. I love
Great
it.
show.
The Kaminsky Method. It's a light show, but it's just really well
So
written,
good.
well acted. It's Alan
So
Arkin and Michael Douglas play old guys. Alan Arkin created one of the biggest agencies in Hollywood or whatever, but now he's kind of retired. And Michael Douglas is an old acting teacher.
Is
And
it like
they're
that
just for
show
friends.
Frankie and
Grace and Frankie?
Yeah, it's
I've never
kinda-
watched that, but it could be like that. But
It's
the
kind of
Kaminsky
like that,
Method,
but a lot funnier.
it's really funny. It's really well written dialogue.
Yeah.
They're very funny together. It's kind of classic feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of these timeless, just well acted, goes back to the basics.
Alan Arkin's still alive.
It feels
That's
like a
so
Mike
crazy.
Nichols kind of a thing. Yeah, Alan Arkin's great in it too. Him and Michael Douglas are both great in it. What's her face is in it? Nancy Travis as well. There's a bunch of people in it.
Oh, Nancy
Great.
Travis.
Yeah,
Wow,
Nancy
I haven't
Travis.
seen
Yeah,
her
she
in
plays.
forever.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix show. Really light, simple, 25 minutes each episodes. It's
Too much, man. There's a point where I just want to like not watch anything for like a month.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
like experience life, like
Yeah.
real life,
yeah.
like exit. But it's hard, man. You just get pulled back in
Yeah.
constantly. You just get pulled back in.
My wish list is fucking older than I am now. So
Yeah, I know.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, which
Anyhow.
is really old.
Dude, you're never gonna. It's like you're chasing a dragon that you're never gonna catch, and that's called.
Exactly.
It's just like trying to consume all the media that comes out.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
if you're
it
a
keeps
fan.
coming.
Yeah,
And then you finally get through a bunch, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
to this next thing, and then all of a sudden, you're the ones you like from before are coming back for another season, and they
dude.
drop, and the Stranger
Yep.
Things drops, and then it's season 4. And you're like, what the fuck?
I envy
Yup.
people that don't give a shit about movies and television because, like, I meet these people and they're like, I'm like, have you seen this? Have you seen it? They're like, no, I don't even know what that is.
And
I'm
they don't
like,
care.
I'm like, man, I wish I could like be in your shoes and not care because I find out that like some new shit's coming out and I'm like excited.
Think
for
of
it.
how
Like, I
much shit
have
you
to
would get
watch
done
it.
in your life. Like,
Oh, I would be so much more productive. I'd be like a millionaire right now if
Yeah.
I didn't watch television.
probably true,
It's
actually.
true. That's the millionaires don't watch TV.
If
that
you
was
worked,
like
if you
I was on
worked
Oprah.
instead
You know, some
of
of these millionaires are the people who basically watch.
Yeah, but
TV.
they're creating shows and not watching others. Like if you
No,
interviewed
they're
all the
just
Hollywood
balancing their shit.
No.
Tom Cruise watched a fucking film every fucking day.
If you
He's
interview all those
balancing his
people
shit.
at the Golden Globes, like most of them aren't watching the shit that we have seen.
No.
Like we
don't agree
could
with that.
have
Some
a
of our big
conversation with
watchers.
like Brad Pitt and he'd be like, I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've
Yeah.
never. He probably doesn't even watch his own.
Mine
movies when
Scorsese
they come
hasn't even
out.
seen Joker. That was surprising to me. He's like, I saw the trailer. I got it.
I got the
I
gist.
get
And,
gist,
but it's
yeah.
like, dude,
But also it's like,
I think
your
they
main
watch
guy
stuff,
and
but
The
for
Irishman
different
is in
reasons.
this movie. You should
I
at
know.
least support
I know.
your
Did
buddy.
you see The Irishman yet, by the way? It didn't end up
No.
winning anything, but did you see The Irishman
Didn't it
yet?
get a snub or something? Is that what people are
I think
saying?
a snub. It just didn't win. But I just watched
Did-
The
did
Irishman
it get
again on
nominated?
Friday. Yeah, for a couple things.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I saw The Irishman again on Friday because Callie hadn't seen it, so we watched it. It's 3.5 hours, like to the second, but it's so fucking good. It was even better on the second watch. I saw it first in theaters.
Favorite Scorsese film?
No.
Oh.
But it'd be
If
in
you
top-
had said yes, then I'd probably watch it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I think Wolf of Wall Street's one of his best, and Goodfellas
Yeah.
and Casino. I love Casino, so it's hard. But Irishman's really good, and it's done from a totally different. And there's a 20-minute in conversation where it's Martin on Netflix that got dropped with the film, where it's Martin Scorsese, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro sitting at this table in this restaurant, and there's like a little classical music playing behind it, and it's 25 minutes of them just talking about the film.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it's just like they kind of break it down and then talk about it from what angle they were coming from, like looking back. It's like they're older men, and it was done from that perspective too, and it's filmed that way. It really is a great film. All right.
Cool.
Yep. Also, Dolomite is My Name didn't win, but you got to see that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
There you go. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us here at Get to the Movies. That's Get to the Movies with the number 2. My name is Diego D'Souza.
I'm Nick Gambino.
And I'm Neil Carson.
Fucking A. Fucking
How is
felt
Bill
like this was
Cosby
like a
talking
fucking-
from prison? Like that's it. It's like Bill Cosby says this about Eddie. And I'm like, isn't he in prison?
Yeah, you can still speak from prison.
No.
They just put
he should
Suge
be-
Knight on a diss track, Nick Cannon diss track against Eminem. Suge Knight's been in jail for years now.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.